It is officially Dallas Cowboys week. This Sunday, September 8th, 2024 at 4:30 p.m. in America's Game of the Week on Fox, Dak Prescott leads the Dallas Cowboys into Huntington Bank Field to take on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. Now, JTuck151, I know you want revenge on me because back in 2020, you and I did a video collaboration and we made a bet that if the Browns went into Dallas and beat your Cowboys, you would have to wear Cleveland Browns stuff on your postgame show. And if the Cowboys held serve on their home field and beat the Browns, I would have to say 10 nice things about the Cowboys on my next video. I didn't have to say 10 nice things about the Cowboys, which was quite fun. Instead, I got a huge amount of laughter from seeing you wear a bunch of Brown stuff on your postgame show because my Browns went into Dallas and beat your Cowboys 49-38. It was hilarious. So, J-Tuck, I know you want revenge on me. We're doing a video collaboration this week, and who knows, maybe we'll make another bet. But rest assured, I will be in attendance for this game on Sunday at Huntington Bank Field, and I will be screaming my lungs out because I want to go 2-0 against you, J-Tuck. I do not want to fall to 1-1. There's a couple other content creators I want to get a win against this season, especially. Engraven Bids, you're one of them because I have not gotten a win against you yet. So, when my Browns take on your Ravens, I want to get a win against you. So, be on the lookout, Engraven. But, in the meantime, it is Cowboys week. And, interestingly, both starting quarterbacks in this game wear the number 4 for their jerseys. And both starting quarterbacks have a lot to prove this season. And the reason I'm saying that is because Dak Prescott is trying to get a new contract with the Cowboys, and Jerry Jones has not given it to him yet. And then on the flip side, Deshaun Watson is trying to validate that the Browns made the right decision by trading for him and giving up all those draft picks to the Houston Texans, and on top of that, giving him $230 million fully guaranteed. As of right now, I feel like I can definitively say the Houston Texans won that trade with us in a landslide. Look at where the Texans are and look at where we are. Deshaun Watson has not been able to stay on the field due to his 11-game suspension and injuries, whereas the Texans, they found their quarterback in C.J. Stroud. They used some of the draft picks they got from us to trade up to the number 3 pick, go get Will Anderson, and they won the division. They beat the Browns in the wild card round. And what did the Texans do this offseason? Oh, they just went and traded for Stephon Diggs. Now, we'll see how that works out because we know what kind of player Stephon Diggs is. But we've also seen that he can be a bit of a problem when it comes to not getting the ball enough. Well, there's a lot of mouths to feed now in Houston with Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, the tight end, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon. So we'll see how that whole dynamic turns out. But in terms of Cowboys-Browns, since the Cowboys are by many fans and media members, since the Cowboys are America's team, even though they really haven't done anything since the 90s, think about this. The Jacksonville Jaguars got to an AFC championship game before the Dallas Cowboys got back to an NFC championship. Think about that. Let me say that one more time. The Jacksonville Jaguars got to an AFC championship game and should have beaten the New England Patriots in said AFC championship before the Dallas Cowboys got back to an NFC championship. The Carolina Panthers have been to the Super Bowl twice since the Dallas Cowboys made it back to the NFC championship. We've seen a new dynasty emerge since the Dallas Cowboys went back to the NFC championship. First, it was the New England Patriots with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and now we're seeing it with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Think about that. And even still, everybody's saying, oh, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be a Super Bowl contender. They should make it to the NFC Championship this season. I could theoretically see a scenario where the Dallas Cowboys miss the playoffs entirely. Let me say that again. There is a scenario where the Dallas Cowboys miss the playoffs. I'll throw this out there. My co-host of Championship Rings, Brandon Lewis, last week when we were making our predictions, which I will put out my official predictions either later today or tomorrow, we'll see. But when we were making our official predictions, he did not have the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. But he had another NFC East team taking a wild card spot. Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. Think about that. He had the Philadelphia Eagles winning the division, and he had the Commanders taking the 7 seed as a wild card. That's crazy. So, in terms of the fans, I'm thinking it's going to be like 85% Browns fans, 15% Cowboys fans, because I'm thinking Cowboys fans are going to start invading our city today because, again, they are supposedly America's team. Now, I don't know how you can be America's team when you haven't been relevant since the late 90s. In fact, I would argue either the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Green Bay Packers are America's team over the Dallas Cowboys, but that's just me. So, again, JTuck151, I know you want revenge on me. You don't want to wear Browns clothes at the end of your post-game show again this season, but let's see how it goes. My Browns are currently favored by 2.5 over your Cowboys, but we've seen in the past, just because you're favored doesn't mean you're going to win. So let's see how it goes. It is Cowboys week.